Hola.
So tell me who you are, even though I know who you are, but they don't know who you are.
My name is Nora. I'm from Phoenix, originally from South Phoenix, and yeah, been here my whole life.
Yeah.
hmm
Mother.
Mother, I have 5 kids.
Damn.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
wait.
And here's the kicker: 18 grandkids.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn. That's a lot of fucking presents, bro.
Christmas ain't no joke.
Dude, you know what? That's when you become a Jehovah and you're
Nuh-uh.
like,
That's when you marry a doctor. Punchline, punchline, punchline.
So, talking about that. So, well, tell me a little bit. Let's get into a little bit of backstory about you first, before even the doctor came along. Like,
Okay.
what? Tell me a little bit about your history and where you're at right now.
History
And
is
remember,
mhm. History is let's see. I just got home. Actually, I've been home from I was incarcerated. I did about 6 years, and that's not even counting my county time. Um, I was I've been clean off of drugs for 20 years now, so it's December 18th, 2004. And the reason why that date is so vivid in my memory is because I went on a high-speed chase. So I'll never forget that day. And it was on the news. So that's just, I've been clean ever since then. I think I've had like one slip up, but in my recovery, I've learned the difference between an actual, what is that called? A slip up and a relapse. So there's a huge difference in those. So I'm big on my recovery and anybody else who has those types of problems. Fast forward to 2007, I caught a case which ended up sending me to prison for 6 years. And within that time, I learned a lot about myself and what I wanted to do when I got home. And the transition coming home was not easy for women that are incarcerated. If you don't have the support, it's quite hard. It can be very hard. So, it's not working. While I was incarcerated, I lost my father to cancer, and it was about a year, maybe a little over a year to my kick out date. And then mom got married to someone else who was completely different from coming from a Mexican household. So that was a huge change for me. And then, yeah, so it was a struggle coming home. Lots of struggles. I've only been arrested one time since I've been home, and that was for fighting. That was for fighting.
just one time.
Just one time. 6 days was enough compared to 6 years. I was done after that. So, um, and I've been home ever since then, and then had some really good relationships and bad ones. And with each relationship, you learn something new as each one comes. Learned a lot about myself within all that time too.
And sometimes, like, I want to say, because I think you said that you ended up getting engaged to, it was a doctor, correct?
Yes, I met him. Oh my God, it's been about 8 years. We just recently separated, maybe last summer. I want to say it was maybe June. It was last summer sometime. It's coming up on a year. But we were together for 8 years, and I met him when he was in medical school. So he plays a big part in my to where I am at now. I'm not the same person that I was 8 years ago.
And it's thanks to him.
Yeah, he's helped. Um he encouraged me to see beyond what I saw in South Phoenix, because coming from South Phoenix, Central and Baseline, that's all you really know. If you stay within that nest, then that's all that you really know. You don't get the opportunity to venture out and travel, and those are all the things that I did. I got to see a lot and travel with him. So I got to see, like they say, if you stick around or hang around with people that stink, you're going to eventually like smell like them too. Or if you hang around people that are college educated, and you start to acclimate to those and start using their words, and then you start to want to, like, hey, I can do that too. You get that mentality, you get that built up in your head.
That's why I have a piano.
Yes,
because
I got piano fingers.
I used to go to a lot of like my friends' houses, and they were like all doctors and stuff, and everybody had a damn piano in their house, and I needed a piano in my house because they had a piano. You know what I mean? And so,
see, then you wanted to learn.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I mean, I just wanted it because of the chandelier that I had. But moral of the story: you hang around with, you see better things,
Yes,
you
you
want
do.
better things,
Your
and that's
vision is clear.
yeah. And so and that's awesome. But I know through, he was a blessing until he wasn't.
Uh, yeah, he was a huge blessing. I mean, him coming into my life was, it was good. And I knew, when I met him, I was coming out of a relationship, so I swore off men. And then lo and behold, here comes this person that is my complete opposite, because he's not Mexican. So that was complete opposite.
And sometimes, I mean,
No,
I mean,
now here I'll say he's they're Punjabi, so he's Sikh. So
it's just, I mean, sometimes you have to look outside the box.
I definitely did. I got a lot of backlash from not just family and friends. I got a lot of criticism. Like, you start to see the racism. Like, I saw so much racism coming from my own family, not my family, friends, my own circle. You know what I mean? I got to see, and my ex-husband. And
But you know what the thing is, I mean, in every family and in every relationship, like, to me, I see my daughters, I just want them to be happy.
yeah,
You know, I see my family members, I don't care who you get together with, as long as you're happy, as long as they're treating you right, as long as they're respecting you. But then you have that where they're not.
well,
And then it's like, but it's crazy because they get so attached to what you have that they don't even want to see you leave that anymore, no matter how bad the situation is. Am I right or wrong?
you're right.
And so, with that being said, I mean, collaborate a little bit about what you, I mean, again, he brought you out of a really bad situation, which wasn't that bad. It was the south side. I mean, there's worse. You could go to the east side. And, just kidding. But there's but he took you out of Arizona, and that's one of the things that everybody gets stuck in. Like, I know when I look for a relationship, I look for somebody. I want, like, if I don't see that he has a passport, like, first thing I ask, do you have a passport, sir? Because if you don't have a passport, like, we could probably go get something to eat, but like,
Yeah,
I
after
mean,
that,
we could go to that Jamaican restaurant one time, but like, that's just like, I mean, I gotta go after that. You know what I mean? Like,
with him, like I said, when I first met him, I knew there was something about him that was different. He wasn't like what I was used to dating before. Those cholos that would beat me or just use me for whatever they could. He was different, and you could tell he was educated. He's got a little hood in him though, because he did go to UCLA, so he's kind of picked up, you know, out there. But he does come from a good family. And but also, with that being said, the amount of time that I was with Paul, I never got to meet his mom and dad.
and why is that?
They are, I don't know if it's him, them, but I do know they do know about me. And it could be tradition, but I'll tell you this, like, I've never seen racism, but I felt like they were being racist towards me because I'm uneducated. So his cousin said, they're all doctors of some sort. They're all in something. And that right there hurt my feelings, because, like, you guys left India to come to America for a better life, but then you're going to look at me and judge me when the world looks at you guys and judges you. My world does. So that was the racism, but I caught myself defending him all the time.
But even at that, you can't even, like, I mean, to throw it, just to be honest, and to be like, to just throw stuff out there, it is so, like, I find really sad and like pathetic that we have so many people from here, that we have the ability to go to school, we have the ability to learn, we have the ability to work, and guess what? We're not.
No, they don't.
We're not.
There's so much out there.
We could have that education. We can go to that school. Like, I mean, we could do anything that we want to do, but instead we decide to go out and do nothing. You know what I mean? And so, to me, that's where I find, like, where dating the races sometimes, like, you see, but there's a lot of great guys. It's just a matter of
it's really, I mean, because, I mean, not to say anything bad. Like, I grew up in a house, like, where my dad was from Mexico. He was an immigrant too, until he got his paperwork, and and he worked his whole life. So I saw that, and that's what I grew up knowing. But then again, that in my house there was a lot of other stuff that went on in my house too. So like I said, being with Paul was just, it was different. It was refreshing. He showed me a lot. I did grow up a lot with him in the 8 years. I don't dress the same anymore. My whole outlook on life is not the same anymore. I guess the want to do more, and because a lot of people at my age, they don't want to leave anything behind for their kids, or let alone even get a life insurance policy. They don't think about things like that actually, you know what I mean, that those are things that we should actually start thinking about in our 20s and 30s. But like I said, he showed me a lot. He opened up my eyes to a lot. I got to travel a lot. I didn't have to work a lot. But I need to, he was a big part of, like with my kids and stuff like that. So,
and that's good. I mean, and everybody needs to have that. But even though like you had that, there's one thing that, why don't you have that no more?
Because he couldn't keep his penis in his pants.
It's that little thing.
Oh, really?
Whoa, hey.
It's the little things. You know what I mean?
So during COVID, or even before COVID, I was trying to have a baby with him. So I knew something was wrong, because I needed you to, to give me a semen sample, and something was not right. And so I went into his checking account, and not only did I see how much he had, but I saw where all his money was going to, and it was going to OnlyFans. And then from there, that's when I made the decision I took money out of his account. I made my plan to leave. I was like, well, with he had me question myself as a woman, like really, like that was deep right there. So it couldn't get any lower than that. So I made my plan to leave, and I didn't tell him until 2 days before, because I knew I couldn't hide it. I had too much shit to pack, and it was going to take time. So that's when I told him I was leaving. I was done. Came back for a year. When I came back, I thought things could work out. There was a gift at my door, whatever. We tried to work it out. But then I went back on a visit, and I found out he was sleeping with prostitutes.
Yeah.
Prostitutes, and what else was it? God, I even remember the names. Mariah. Like it was like a lot. So throughout the whole 8 years, like or 7 years at that time, you'd been fucking around. And just was stupid to think that you couldn't give me something. Well, thank God I didn't, but or that you're risking your whole fucking career.
But even at that, like, I mean, you're saying it was 8 years. Mm-hmm. I remember when I got cheated on with my ex-spouse, I saw it within the first couple of months. It was the whole mood change, the personality change, the distance, and I just heard something actually today that is I saw pretty solid, was the signs of people cheating. Is one of them, they get distant with you. They pick fights with you. They always find reasons to argue. Well, I mean, that's the same thing, but they're more gone.
Didn't see any.
They didn't see it, or you didn't want to see it. Because of that. Because the thing is I remember with my ex, I always fight about the parents, like, because my ex made it seem like it was the parents that didn't want me around and stuff. Mm-hmm. But after we got divorced, I found out the parents had nothing to do with this. So it was always the fact that my ex was doing stuff. And so then it was just like, damn, like I wanted, and one of the things as women that we do, and not even just women, because I have a lot of my guy friends that are struggling right now with their girls that cheated on them and stuff. But we are so blind to what we don't want to open our eyes, because we don't want to believe that we're being cheated on.
Well, I didn't see it,
because 8 years you didn't meet the parents.
Well, so here's the thing though. So he moved in with me really quick. Like, once he was there more than 30 days, that's when I told him, you got to pay rent. Like, you got to start paying rent. Like, so then, when I met him though, he was in medical school. So in the morning he would get up, get ready, and then he would be gone all day long. And then I wouldn't see him until later in the evening. So maybe that's when he had that time to do what he was doing. So like I said, when he would come back to me
again, so it was normal. But that's what I'm saying. To you, it was normal because you thought he was on a schedule.
That's what saw.
He was on a schedule.
His own schedule.
He was he had them on schedule. Like,
I didn't know any of that.
but
like,
that's what I'm saying is
none of that.
sometimes we play blind to what's in front of us.
I
And
always believed that, his parents. He always told me it's his parents, his parents, his parents. His parents tell him this. He's controlled by his parents. He really is. And that's why I'm saying, like, when he says, "Oh, I have to go here. Oh, I have to go there," I believed that. I believed it because that's the only thing that I've ever seen
well,
from him.
because when we hear parents, we're not going to sit there and argue
then-
against the parents.
No.
Because I'm a person like, damn, you need to go, because I don't have parents. So to me, no, you need to go help your parents. You need to go do this for your parents. You need to go
And-
visit and stuff. Well, that was the excuse. And then it was like, I didn't get along with the in-laws. So it was like, go ahead and go, like, go do your thing. Like, I'm good
Well,
here.
and I believed it because a big part of his life, even now, like, well, not so much now that I know of, but they funded his living for college and even afterwards.
Well,
So
that's what Middle
I
Eastern
think
people
that's
do.
where a lot of, that's where, like I said, just there wasn't the arguing, none of that. There wasn't any of that. I didn't see any signs until when I tried to get pregnant, and something that woman's intuition told me to check, which I did. And then when I went, because I did move to Louisiana with him, we lived there for almost 5 years. And then that's when I found out that he was doing all that extra shit. So I'll be honest with you, like, I did not know. I did not see that coming. If you knew Paul, he wouldn't be capable of something like that.
That's what I said about my ex. I was like, oh my God, like never in 1,000 years. Like, and I sat there and I defended it
I did too.
until it got told to me. And I remember that day I went and got a bat and I was like, okay, we're going to go figure this out.
Yeah, I hit him.
I was like, we're going to go figure this out really quick.
Mhm.
And then but after that incident, I was like, I can't be doing this no more. Like, I'm not doing this. Yes, it does tell value. And the thing is we don't want to believe it. And guys are the same way. Like, guys,
I was blind. I really was.
Yeah. And the thing is when you're living kind of somewhat comfortable, because I'm sure you were.
I was very comfortable.
And so you don't want, and that's where, I feel God gets us out of that uncomfortable situation, because guess what? We don't want to grow because we're comfortable and we're okay. And they're no longer leading us. So to me, when you go into a relationship, you need to find somebody who's going to lead you.
And not only that, a big part of my reason for that was because even though I was in the relationship with him, I was still very much alone because we don't communicate. There was no communicating. Asking him, where do you see us in 5 years? Like, he couldn't even give that. It's a simple question. You couldn't give that answer. But like I said, a lot of it too, pressure came from my family. Oh, he's a doctor. You have to stay with him.
And that's what I'm saying. And at first they'll criticize because you're there, but once they see the benefits of it, then they want to like criticize because you're trying to leave. Like, that was only one time you cheated.
But I think for him, I always ask him, like, what is your attraction to me? Like, but I think it's because he's attracted to my look, first of all. And he did tell me he's still very much attracted to me. We are complete opposites. If I showed you a picture, you would be like, no, really? You've seen him. We are complete opposites. But
opposites attract.
We really did. He's like, fuck you, asshole.
It's the little things. But you know what, though? It's like sometimes we can't see that comment right there.
It says, we know, yet need to mentally prepare our next move.
And you
did it in a different text.
Yeah, and you do have to understand that when you look for somebody and the next move that you make, first, if you were so comfortable, you have to, God's getting you out of that situation because he needs you to move greater and he needs you to move in this massive direction, and you're not going to do it being comfortable with somebody. So that's when you find somebody that you're going to be able to grow. Every woman is a creator.
Right.
So we have to find that man that we can help him create the vision that he has and become a part of that vision. But a lot of men and women, they separate to go do their own thing and do their own thing. And that's where the split up happens.
Where the separation was, because I guess for me, the way I saw it in my household is a man and a woman. My parents were married for over 40 years. You do things together. There was a huge divide between him and I. So I was on the outside looking in. I was on the outside watching him live his best life with. I didn't go to his medical school graduation. I didn't go. I wasn't. I don't know. I mean, were you ashamed or I don't know what it was. I didn't go when he graduated medical school. I didn't go when he does any of his presentations. I didn't go to his cousin. And a lot of it has to do with, I think he's afraid of his parents. I really do. I think.
Okay, but the thing is if you're a man and if you are a man, if you're with a guy and he is showing you very minimum of his life, then he doesn't want you in his life.
That's why I left.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice.
That's what I'm saying. You don't go back to somewhere like, and that's where girls get so freaking confused. And I sit there and it's like, I've had to deal with some pretty heartbreaking situations. Just recently, from day to night, I was dating somebody and they ended up cheating on me and got married the following week. And great, wow. But then afterwards, a year later, he comes back and drops off an $8,000 chain and says he's sorry. I wasn't going to take the chain, but who am I not to forgive him? You know what I mean? God forgave everybody. So I'm going to forgive him and keep the chain.
When I found out he was cheating, guess where we went to? Houston. We went straight to Tiffany's and he bought me a rock.
No, I made him drop it off because I didn't want nothing to do with him.
But honestly,
leave it right there on the steps.
But
I'll
honestly,
come and get it when you're gone.
That ring, as beautiful as it is, it don't mean nothing. It means nothing because
it doesn't mean
you only bought it because you got caught. You got caught. So now like I feel like and just for the record, he texted me and said, "Fuck you, asshole." So that's what I've been dealing with for 8 years. Even now, he still does that to me. So, huh? Oh my, yeah. He said, "Stop looking at your watch," and that's why I said, "Are you sure you want to watch this?" Because you're the reason why I am where I am right
Cheaters.
now. It's called cheaters, yes. And somebody did tell me I was scorned, and I'm like, you're damn right. Like I gave up 8 years.
You didn't give up 8 years because even through those 8 years, there was a lot of great things that you learned from it. You learned how to become a better person. You became a stronger person. You became a more independent person because even though you were in a relationship with him, you had to grow by yourself because he wasn't there.
He wasn't.
And so the thing is that's where you got your strength from in order to push forward. And so now, because of the vision he gave you of traveling, going out, doing all these great things, even though it wasn't all the time, you experienced what you wanted to do and how you wanted to be. And so that's why you're thriving right now to get your businesses up and going.
And honestly, all of the traveling that we did, all of the shopping, everything meant nothing because that Louis Vuitton bag don't mean shit either. None of it means anything.
But it showed you how to thrive for stuff that you want.
It made me want to succeed even more because I had a man that I thought had my back, but I saw where I stood. And you know what? There was something that stuck out. There's 2 things that stuck out. So one weekend, it was me.
I agree.
Him and his sister went to Dallas to go to Six Flags or something like that. We went to Dallas. We were always in Dallas. And him and his sister were walking side by side, and they're both doctors, keep in mind, okay? So they have a lot to talk about, whereas I don't. Although I'm a medical assistant, but they never made me part of their communication. But I saw them walking, and then I little by little started to take a step back. And I said, you know what? I'm the third fucking wheel here. I'm the third wheel. That set in. And then, like I said, just, leaving him again, I knew was going to take time. I was going to have to do it. And last summer was when I made the decision to leave. And I knew I wasn't coming back.
Okay, so one thing is love hurts. Like, damn, that shit hurts so bad. Like you want to try to shake them and tell them, like, you know what, like, this is what you need to do so we could be happy, and like, let's be happy. But the thing is,
I tried that.
But the thing is it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. Everybody's, like fucking Medea said, everybody's a chapter, everybody's a leaf.
Yeah, everybody's just
they're there
for a second,
and they're there
to show you something, or they're there for a lifetime.
And let me tell you, like in the fact that trying to date after so long, you can't even do that anymore, because I sit with people and it's like I said, I'm not doing nothing until I learn who this person is. I can't even sit through a full dinner. Like I gotta, my husband just called me, I gotta go.
That don't even work anymore because they're like, oh yeah.
I know the one guy's all like, I want to go meet him. I was like,
But my main goal now is, like I said, I've been home for almost a year now. Um, and my home is here. I'll never leave Arizona again.
that's one thing you should never say. Like, I mean,
I'm
in all
not-
honesty, I sit here and I love to travel. Like,
I mean, I'll go to visit and travel, but as far as
no,
moving
but
away
to me,
again, I
like,
can't.
my next house I'm trying to buy, I'm gonna
Let
buy.
it be in Cancun.
It's gonna be Cancun Beach.
That's what I was saying, so I can go see you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beach house in Cancun. Like,
Let's go.
that's why I go out there so much, because I need to find the property that I want for my next house, because that's where I'm gonna be stationed to work at.
Right.
I'm not. AZ is just not.
Well,
I'm gonna go swim with the damn dolphins.
But see, I had the opportunity to leave, and of all states, I went to Louisiana. Don't get me wrong; it's a beautiful state, but it's not home. There is, for me, no place like home. This is where my family is. This is where my kids are, my grandkids, and this is where I need to be. So I'm gonna start my own business out here,
and you know what? In the business part, you're gonna get that, and it's just staying around the right people, the focused people, the people that are thriving, the people that are pushing, and just trying to stay on the positive side. You hang around the people that just want to party and stuff like that, you're not gonna go nowhere. Like, you're gonna like, people that are doing. If you see what they did last week and they're doing it again this week, that's not the people you want to be around. And it's people that are gonna help you grow. And it's just like, I mean, I know that. I don't know if you did. You were in another relationship.
Oh yeah, I was. Anthony.
And so,
but that was just well, I'll give you a backstory. So my nephew passed away last summer, and he was just there for me physically, emotionally. Like, I needed that support, and that's I needed that support. But that was short lived.
Yeah. So, and one thing you never do is you never post your shit on Facebook, I hope. Or
I did. Well, I did it because I knew it was just a matter of time before somebody ratted me out and told him, and then he found out. But like I said, I probably shouldn't have done it that way, but I wanted him to feel what I felt. I wanted him to feel that hurt that I felt, that I was good enough and I was pretty enough. Somebody would want me, because like I said, I was at a really, really low point.
Is the only person that you have to impress in this lifetime is that person in the mirror. And
yeah, I know. But see, when you're at that moment though, like for me, I didn't see that part because I was so stuck in my depression. I was stuck there. So I didn't see that. So like I said, just me coming back last summer and dealing with what I dealt with, it's a huge change. And like I said, now I'm mentally back, trying to get myself back on track,
and that's what I'm saying. You just have to, like, it took a long time. When I went through my divorce, like, when I went through my divorce and I caught my ex cheating, I was going through my cancer. And it was a lot. And so, like, I remember I laid on that bed for 2 days and I was crying and crying. And I sat there and I said, I'm never going to get out of this bed. Like, this hurts so bad. After 2 days, I was like, damn, this is boring. I'm going to go skydiving. And I went skydiving. Then after I jumped off that plane, all I could remember, it was like the best damn orgasm you can ever have. Like, when you're falling out of that sky.
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden you're free falling, and then and it picks you up like that.
See, and that's where we're going.
And so when you get that, there goes you. It's the best thing in the world.
I'm looking forward to going skydiving with you guys. So I'm going skydiving. And the first thing I said was, when they called me, are we going naked? Because I said I want to go skydiving nude, but I know I'm not going to be able to.
That's not a good idea.
That's not going to happen, but I know. That's just something I wanted to do. It is. That's what I told Henrietta.
You can't just like fall out of the sky naked.
But I'm honestly, I know I am looking forward to that, to going with you guys, and that's going to be a first for me. I'm excited but nervous at the same time.
I think the biggest scare is like driving to the plane,
Anticipation.
And then just walking into the plane, and then like seeing how it goes higher and higher and higher. I get more excited the higher it goes, because I'm like, damn, if my parachute fucks up right here, I know I'm not gonna make it.
I'm afraid of heights.
So was I.
Oh fuck.
So was I.
Hold on.
But no, like seriously, like that's gonna be the highlight of your life right there, because at that point it's like, if God wants me, he's gonna take me right now, and if he doesn't take me right now, it's because I still got purpose in this life.
Right.
And
I'm gonna go.
and so that's how I always saw it. So anytime that I'm going through like a life-changing event or I'm really stuck on something, I jump out of a plane.
Oh shit.
I try to jump out. I go through something every fucking 3 months. So
Let's go.
I'm like, we're gonna jump.
Well,
I was
let's go.
trying to jump when I went to Cancun, but they said the weather was bad, and
Yeah.
so I was trying to see if I could pay them extra.
Mm.
So
Not when the weather's bad.
it wasn't bad, but anything that's like weather change over there, they won't let you jump. But I was like, I'll pay extra because the weather's good. Like I'll pay extra to jump, and they're like, we're not gonna do it. And but no, you're gonna love that part, like that whole.
I know. I don't know. I'm like, who's gonna throw me out? Renee was like, me. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward.
He won't
to
even
it.
get up there, so I don't know.
Is he not going?
I don't know, but he won't. I've told him to go, and he won't go.
Chicken shit.
You can't. That's one thing is in life. Anything that I have feared and said like this is scary, I go and do it. So when it comes to like my businesses, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I should do this because I'm gonna risk everything. Boom, I did it, and it worked out. And then there was some things that I did where I was like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Like that was
that immediate regret.
Like, I mean, but it is what it is. But there's not one thing that I could say that I thought of that I didn't do.
Right.
And not everything's gonna work out in your favor. But at least you said, I did it. I tried it. Like, dude, like I just volunteered I didn't volunteer. I got a job as a bartender. And
I used to bartend too. I thought about going back into it.
Well, I'm gonna do it this last Saturday of the month. So I mean, and this is what happens when I can't go out and drink because every time I go out, it's like an adventure. It's like the whole hangover experience. Like I want to help the world. I go and try to save the world, and then it's like I create a band. I start bartending. I go get my car that was stolen back.
I heard about that one.
I can't. It's just my life's a little bit more complicated, but you know what I mean? Like it's just so I prefer not to leave my house.
It's probably better like that sometimes, but you do got a pool and summer's right around the corner.
I know there's gonna be a lot of no, there's not. I don't do pool parties. Like there's just that's a lot of people at my house.
You don't have to have that many.
And then it's like the cleanup, but he's there, so that's fine. And you just said that's me, right? He said that.
Just
better you than us Mexicans.
Everybody needs that. Was crazy. I'll be a pool boy.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, no, but I just think that, like, I mean, you're on the right track. Like, you know, you have, and the things that we don't see because we're so caught up with the like craziness in our life, but you have overcome one obstacle after another obstacle after another obstacle after another one. So when you're sitting here and you're telling me like, I have this, don't talk about what you're
let's do it.
That just fucking do it.
Yeah. And I you know what, and I'll be honest, I did fuck up by I fell for his bullshit, and I moved back to Louisiana for God. I moved back to Louisiana because I believed what he told me, and it didn't work out. So, and I walked away from what I wanted to do, but you know, I mean, I'm here.
But I
did it, and I came back because had I not gone back, then I wouldn't have been able to make the decision or be where I am right now. I would have still stayed stuck out there, sad, miserable, overweight. Like I would have still.
Well, and that's the thing is that a lot of girls don't understand. Like I would rather be alone and make my own happiness than to be somewhere freaking miserable. I spent 17 years married, and I cried so much through my marriage. Like it was so sad, like how miserable I was. So now when it comes to relationships, I'm like, no more locked doors.
Scary.
No more locked doors. Like
scary.
It's a scary situation. And to me, it's like I look for
I
those
think
red.
just dating, just starting that whole process again, it is scary because you just don't know anymore.
I look for those red flags because it's just like, I mean, man, you have that mole right there. That's a red flag, bro.
I
Like,
know.
you can't have
I
a mole.
think just, just like I said, coming back and then knowing what my plan is and just trying to execute it and get it going, then that's gonna be good, and so now I just gotta, like I said, just
But
execute
the
my
thing
plan.
is as you're planning your life, you can't let you like, I love to help. Like, my biggest thing is I love to help people, but I've learned I am no carpenter. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a construction worker. I'm not here to fix men and so they could be in their forever happy home, because that's what happens is you go and try to build up somebody, and what do? They end up shitting on you, and everything that you built with them, they go and give it to somebody else.
Oh yeah.
So why would you go and try to build a foundation with somebody that doesn't, that's not putting in? So to me, I watch, and I'm like, okay, this is what you're doing. Cool. And I don't say much, but then it's afterwards, I completely say, like, I can't, whether it's friendships, relationships, family ships, I'm like, I can't be a part of this.
Situationships.
Anything.
I know.
I completely see.
And I'm getting there. Like I said, it hasn't been easy.
Business ships, like everything.
It hasn't been easy. And like I said, this is all new to me. So just trying to, be able to get out and do something on my own. This is all new to me. But is it something that I want? Yeah. And one thing I've learned about myself is I'm a go-getter. I did my restoration of my rights on my own. I did all that paperwork on my own. I did ask my friend Brian. He did help me a lot. And then
you're gonna have
my fingerprint card.
You're
I got
gonna
all
have
that.
amazing people. Like, you're gonna have everything is a process, and you're gonna meet people. Like, it's never gonna be your friends, and it's never gonna be your family. It's always gonna be God's gonna send somebody else, because you need new people, and that's how you grow, is meeting new people. And you gotta keep pushing yourself and keep going and keep going. And I mean, and you're never gonna just.
I want to meet people that have the same, like like you, that are just, I mean, money minded. Let's make money. Let's do better. Let's start some businesses. That's my brain is headed that way right now. And I know with my food truck and the other things that I want to do, I know I can get there.
And you will. It's all a process, but it's meeting new people, getting out of your old environment, and staying away from those, like, people that
I call it a fly trap. It's a fucking JJ's is a fly trap.
No, I wasn't even gonna say the name of that place, but
I
like,
love going there. I really, really do, though. I have a lot of friends that go there.
And that's your fly trap.
Yeah, I know. Fucking sucia.
She said that herself. You killed me with that one. Do not look for love in JJ's. We already went through this topic here.
Lord. It's not.
JJ's is not the place.
They've got good music, though.
I'll put my car radio on for you. Shit. But I mean, it's a crazy thing that we have to always say you are who you hang around with.
That's what I said. Remember, in the beginning of our conversation, because I only saw what I saw in South Phoenix, so I only thought that way. I never saw past the antennas. I never saw past Buckeye. Like, I only saw what I saw. So, and then, like I said, meeting Paul was just different.
And you have to learn, like, one of the biggest things is you really have to learn how to love yourself. You need to learn how to date yourself. You need to know who you are as a person.
I date myself every night now.
This girl.
Well, I meant what I said. That's the safest way to go about it now.
I mean, you ain't lying, but like.
No, for real. Nope, not now, Frankie. That's my son.
And but no, so when I mean, and you have to learn, like, I mean, whether it's that type of dating yourself, or just taking yourself to eat, learning how to love on yourself, look in the mirror, appreciate who you are.
Yeah.
Because the thing is when you meet people and you introduce yourself to people, and if you don't carry yourself with high standards, they're going to treat you as low as possible.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing, is you walk into that room and you have all the confidence in the world, and the people can't respect that confidence from you, then you're not in the right room.
No, and I think I am there now. Like I said, I pulled myself out of that depression, coming out of that mess, that relationship, and I'm where I should be now. I'm good when I wake up in the morning. I'm good. I know I got to get up, go to work. I have my responsibilities. I have a routine. I built myself back up again.
And you have to. And so you have to, because if you don't build yourself up, let me tell you, the world out there is only going to tear you down.
Man, it's vulturous out there.
Yeah, and
Is
so
that even a word, vulturous?
today it is.
Today it is.
Vulturous. Vulturous is a word, right? You guys, vulturous?
They might take it. They might put it in the
Encyclopedia?
Yeah, there you go. No,
Is that is
dictionary? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Wait. Well, we don't have those somewhere. It's Google.
Yeah,
No, they'll
it's
put it in
Google.
Google. They're gonna put it in Google.
Yeah.
And so, but one of the biggest things that I mean, there's a lot of big things that you have to think about and go over, and one of them is just appreciating yourself, girl. Like you have to appreciate yourself. You have to love yourself. And if you see people that are like negative, I mean, you have to have haters, because if you don't have haters, you're never gonna grow. And you have to show them, like, look.
Oh, I know, I do. I have them. They call me that bitch with the ponytail. Yes, I am. Bitch with the ponytail. Leave it.
I'm gonna get me another one too.
A longer one.
Yeah, but you have to have those haters. You have to have that, and I mean, you have to have those stalkers, because without those stalkers,
not when they're climbing in through your window. But that's another topic.
I had one of those too.
I've had that before in the past, and yeah, they're not nice. But I do have good aim now, so.
Man, just don't go home drunk.
No. I make sure I try not to drink and drive. I try to just, like if I'm going out, then I do want to be responsible. I do have one DUI. I don't need another one. If I'm too fucked up, then I'll just catch a lift home. It's fine. Try to be responsible about it.
That's good. I mean, you have to be responsible, because this day and age, like that 4th Avenue jail is like only cold.
What happened? Oh, basketball game. I'm like, what happened? Who said what?
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's crazy. But and you have to be a good role model for your grandkids and your kids.
Trying.
And that's really big right now, because a lot of, again, there's just right now what society's teaching our kids is it's okay to be a cheater. It's okay not to be in a relationship. It's okay to be a hoe. It's okay to beat on women. It's okay to do drugs. It's okay to have this gang violent mentality. People, it's all of that stuff. And the thing is we keep pushing it. We push it in our music. We push it in our TVs. We push it in the games. We push
everywhere.
It's everywhere. I was watching this baby show, dude. My grandkids were watching this show, and it showed grandma going to jail.
Oh no. That sounds like me, but not no more.
I was all like, why are the kids watching this? And they're like, Gigi, she went to jail. You're going to go to jail? And I was like, don't be saying that.
Well, see, and my granddaughter is 16. So
damn,
she's aging appropriately. She's not like these girls out there. And I really love and I adore her. And I appreciate her mom for raising her the way that she is. So when she just told me a couple days ago that she wants to go to school to be an X-ray tech, ultrasound tech. That's at 16, not a lot of kids think that way. And like I said, she is a good kid. She doesn't dress like anybody else. So does she deserve to get a Gucci bag when she's done with high school? Yes, she does.
Yeah,
because she's worked for it. She's got grades. She even started her own business. It's called BB's Bracelets. So we funded it financially with her, with her supplies and stuff like that. She would go to Chavez and she would sell her, make her a little money. and make, buy her toppings.
And that's the things that
was that's what I adored so much about
but
her.
see, but that's the thing that, like, like my grandkids, they're like, Gigi, we're gonna sell salsa like you, or we want to do this like you, we want to be like that like you, and we want to be a doctor like you. They think I'm a doctor. And so, but because they see all of this, right? And so you have to teach the kids, you have to put them in that what to be, how to be, and teach them. Right now is when you want to teach the kids how to create a business.
They're sponges.
Yeah, you want to teach them.
So if you're in a household where all you do is read and you talk about education and it's a very positive environment, then that's what your kids are gonna want. Like, that's what they're gonna see. So my grandson said the same thing, that he wants to do the same thing like me. He loves to cook. So, and he's barely 10. So that's why I'm saying it all starts within your household. It all starts within your household. So, if you have a mom that's doing things that she shouldn't be doing, then the kids are going to think that's okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people, like, it's important for me that the kids, I'm raising young ladies. My granddaughters, they're young ladies. I don't want them out on the streets. That's not where you belong, because I've already told them, Nana went to prison for shooting somebody. I'll beat somebody up if you do something you're not supposed to. And they're afraid of that. I was kidding though, but that's what, that they're afraid. They don't want to get in trouble. So they go to school, they get their grades, and and they're good kids, so and if they get in trouble, then I can't take them for the weekend and spend money on them. Then they don't get anything coming. So
well, it's just like my granddaughter. She's graduating out of preschool. Both of my granddaughters they're a week apart, and they're graduating out of preschool. So they just want gowns. Like, they want to walk into they want to walk in like queens into the thing, because they call them.
How old are they?
5.
Wait till they get 16. Shit, they're already going to Ulta.
I'm not going to be alive for that shit.
Oh my god.
I have 8 more years in this life, and I'm done. Yeah. Then we're jumping off the plane with no yep, that's my daughter. And so
it's a story in itself. I'll read it to you.
Go ahead.
What is it?
It says, my 2 cents on your topic. Unfortunately, when you are in a relationship with somebody and it breaks off due to infidelity, it's sad, because you may see so much potential in them and so much to where you connect to their soul and who they could be or should be. But because of their own childhood traumas and unresolved issues, they are not who they are meant to be or who they can be. And they operate at a lower frequency than where they should be. So they wear a mask of somebody who...
And Carolina was supposed to be on with us, but because she is a mother and she had an award ceremony for her son, she had to be there with him. And that's what mothers have to do in order to support their kids and make sure that they grow up to be educated. She didn't realize that the ceremony was today, but on saying that, it's very true. So a lot of I'm so tired of dating guys that I see potential in. Like, I don't even like. Dude,
I don't want to see
care.
potential. I want to see you just do it.
And that's the thing, is I'm done with potential. Like, I went, and it's like, dude could be so much more, has so much talent, could be this, but they're fucking lazy.
No, and
stupid.
And what I hate is because, like, dating, like, okay, I'll use Anthony as an example, because I've known him since before I knew Paul, but I have a record too, but that doesn't stop me from for reaching for what it is that I want. And he used that as a clutch. Well, I can't, because I have a background. There was just too many. I can't. Well, I have a background too, but I still got the apartment that I live in. Why? Because I took a chance and I did it. It only cost me $50. You're either going to get a yes or a no, but you're not going to know till you do it. And then the other one was, what was the other one? God, there was just so many. There's just so many.
But
so
that's
many
what
things.
I'm saying. Like, you see and you hear what they're saying, and you watch them and how
I watched how he moved,
and you still fucked them.
I did.
Go ahead.
No. Just say it.
No,
just do it. This is supposed to be raw, right?
Yes, Eddie Murphy raw.
So there you go. Let me hear it.
I mean, I've been listening because I'm here the whole time, right?
Right.
So you're what it sounds like. You guys are looking at guys, and you see potential in them and what they could be, right? And then there's a guy that's probably already doing that, and you just bypass them based off of whatever your standards are. Because I watch a lot of these videos here and there, but what I'm saying is, like, so you're like, oh man, he does this, but as soon as you have to put a but in there, then you should already be skipping that.
And that's how
And
that's
that's
how you
what
end up
I'm
finding
saying.
those kind of guys.
And that's the honest to God truth. But there's a lot of guys out there. So I've dated through different types of societies. You know what I mean? And some guys that have all their shit together, it's like you sit there and they talk about so much about themselves and what they have, and all like I'm sitting there and I'm like, God, my cat died.
But the harsh reality of it is most guys that already have all the stuff you're looking for, if they're a guy and they are like, hey, I already have all this, they're probably looking for someone that has the same as them. So any girl that they meet in between then, you're just something to take up time. So we'll feed you whatever story, we'll just feed you stories, and then if you catch up, you do. If you don't, then it's whatever. Like, because they're still looking for somebody to match them.
Well, and that's the thing, and that's what I was just saying. Every woman is a creator. So the only thing that a woman's supposed to have her stuff set, but she's supposed to help make a man better. And that is one of the biggest things, is because you have to find a man who's going to be able to lead and to grow with him and create that kingdom for the both of you guys.
Sure.
But the thing is, it's like so many women are out here trying to have a kingdom and bring the man into it to be a king too. But the thing is he goes and he drains the shit out of her, and then he leaves her and goes and gives it to somebody else.
Yeah.
But the same thing works for the women, because they go and they see a good man and they drain the shit out of a really good man and tear him down for the next person.
It's on both parts. It's not
well, naturally, as a guy, I've been a guy 39 years, right?
Did you get your colonoscopy scheduled?
No. So it's natural for me to find a woman. And when I do talk to women, I don't care about where you work, what you do, whatever. I care about your upkeep of yourself, how you handle your own personal business, whether it's at a high level or low level. If you work at Burger King, I care about when you go to work and how you go to work, if you're on time, how you keep your uniform. I care about those things, because those things are going to let me know that I'm able to invest into you and then bring you aboard this for us to grow together. But if I get into this and we're like 2 months in or a weekend or whatever the case may be, and then
miss 5 days of work,
if you miss a day of work, right? I'm really like, if you miss a day of work, then you're already telling me that you don't have the mentality to keep up what I have going on. I don't miss a day of anything. You know what I mean? So
and that's a very interesting, because it's like I said, I was just telling her, you can't expect a man to want something that's sloppy. You don't want a girl who's going to be outside smoking a blunt and just not carrying herself correctly. I mean, you do.
My girl smokes blunts.
No, but I'm saying, like, she doesn't care, like, it's not working, who's not taking care of her stuff. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you're maintaining your own stuff, and most people don't do that. Either they're trying to get a girl to support them, or they're trying to get a guy to support them, and
that's the problem.
And that's the problem here. And the thing is nobody carries themselves and values themselves to their stuff. Like, to me, I live like a poor Mexican, but I take care of myself. You know what I mean? I maintain what I have, and I try to carry myself to the best level. I try to stay maintained, but to me, I won't settle for anything less than what I deserve.
Yeah.
See, and that's, so putting a value on what you deserve is crazy to me, right? Because as a guy, I've dated girls that didn't even have a job, because I was like, okay, I see potential. It's not even that. It's that they did all the things that I cared about as the man that I was at that time, right? I provide everything. And what you kept the house up, you did all the doctor appointments, whatever you had to do, those things that I don't have time to do because I'm working 2 jobs, maybe 3 at sometimes, you know what I mean? And everything's cool. But then for me to do that, and then for you to demand more attention, and for me to be home and do these things, well, I don't, because I'm the only sole provider. So I have to go get the funds for this.
And that is where women fail to realize that if you want this luxury stuff, you need to let the man work. You can't expect him to wait on you hand and foot and still go work 2 jobs, or go still make this big pay living. Man, God only knows how many jobs I work. I don't even know how many jobs I
think
work.
Like when Paul was doing his I think it was his residency, which was a really, really hard one. And I remember he worked 19 hours and I didn't work. I think it was during COVID. And and my job was, it was just make sure that you had food when you came home, and make sure that you were good and you had clean clothes, that you were taken care of, because I didn't, you just did all of that. So I needed to make sure that he was good and well rested.
I mean, and the
for
thing
next
is
day.
too, it's, I mean, and in all reality, people forget you need to sexually satisfy your partners. I mean, that is a given. You cannot, because people lack, and then they're like, why are they cheating? But because you're not satisfying your partner. You're not satisfying.
I was just dirty. You were just dirty.
And you have to satisfy your partner. You have to. If the dude's working 14 hours a day, when he comes home, give him what he needs so he can get that juice and keep on working. You know what I mean? You have to do that.
Well, I recently dated a girl, right? And so I work. I go in at like 5:45. I get off at 5, and then from that, me and this guy right here, we started what we do now. So this is a whole nother job outside of that, right? So one of the things we heard was talking, well, when are you gonna have time? Well, if I get off work and come spend time with you, then I'm not making money this way. Like my whole goal is to be able to provide for my family with the least amount of minimum work as I can. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to overwork, but I know I have to work hard now so that I can rest later. And even if that never happens in my lifetime, my children will be able to rest later. So that's and most women I meet, if they don't have that mindset, then we don't work, because yes, I might bring in this amount of money, but I can't give it to you for all this other stuff you want. You know what I mean? Like we have bills, and if we don't have bills, then we need to be saving. And if we're not saving, then okay, we'll get everybody together and go on the trip. And I haven't met anyone on that page yet, so I just leave it at what it is. So then on the spin of that, right now I'm just whatever. I'm a dog, I'm an asshole, and I'm all these other things, right? But it doesn't even matter now to me, because I'm like, all I have to focus on is it's easier to take care of myself and then regular about your emotional.
I decided, like, I travel by myself. I take off to whatever trip I can go. I buy that plane ticket, got my passport, and I'm gone. People decide if they're going to come with me, they're going to come with me. Cool, let's go. But I don't wait for nobody. Like, to me, I work hard day in, day out. I sit there and like I said, I talk to a guy, do you have a passport? No. Okay, well, I'm not stopping my life because you decided to chill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I came from, when I got divorced, my ex tried to leave me in the gutter, left me pretty much on the I had to rent out my house, hustle, started making the salsa, started doing everything I did to come up with what I have now. And I had to kill myself to make that. So for any guy to try to come and stop me from the way that I'm going to live, bro, my vibrator, that shit goes hard.
I got a big box of batteries and one plugs in. It charges like my phone.
And to be honest, you know what I mean, mine is, I don't need no tools. I got two hands. You know what I mean? But
to me,
like,
that's the thing, is you have to learn how to value yourself. And it's like a woman will try to suck a man dry who's trying to do the best to provide. And that's not right. But at the same time, there's these guys that, man, they come in like Wolverines and shit and try to like.
And those are dirtbags, right? I dated a girl. When I met her, she came into where I worked at looking for a job. I hired her.
That's called sexual harassment, sir.
I know. I hired her anyway. Like, she got hired, right? She's working.
You got a job.
And it wasn't.
Did she have a big booty?
No, it wasn't even based off her looks. It was just based off, we actually needed workers. I'm like,
did you see her resume though, or no?
We needed a worker for her position. No resume needed. You just show up and just
do
be
your
here.
job.
Yeah, and I'll train you along the way, right? And then we ended up talking, and then talking to her, like, she's like, oh well. I'm like, what's going on with you? Whatever. She was living in the weekly. Then she didn't have any of her kids. They were all in CPS because
there was like fucking 10 red flags in one.
There was a bunch of stuff, right? But in the same time, like, I always look at things like, if I'm on the other end of that, I would want someone to help, right? So I helped her get her kids. I helped her get a car, apartment, all these different things. That's what I'm
saying. You built a foundation for somebody.
Where's she now?
Not with him.
Oh yeah, she's with one of my other friends.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
That's what she was talking about.
That's what I'm saying. You go and you bring somebody out of the. If you don't let them get to where they're supposed to get, and then you guys be at equal, they will go and they will tear and take everything that you gave them and give it to somebody else. You can't. That's why I don't fuck around like that. Like, no. What do you? This is my Adela family salsa table. What the fuck are you bringing to it? Because I already have it filled.
Actually, that's a network table, but
the cover on top.
What you gonna bring to the table when I'm the table? Now he's playing. This is my life a real story.
I think
Not just
for
on
me,
cable.
I've been married twice. I'm gonna be 49. I don't got time.
She's gonna be 49.
I don't have time.
Like,
you look nice.
She looks amazing for 49, right? It was crazy because you know what I was saying the other day? I was like, damn, that's.
And I got a big butt. It's all mine.
I was all like, damn, these people are old. And then I realized I was in the same
I'm on camera doing that.
I was in that same age category.
Yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck am I gonna call them old when they're like 2 years older than me?
I don't. You're only as old as you feel. Like I ran what?
I have arthritis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do too. Shit, the cops ran me over. They fucked my back up. But
you didn't sue them?
Huh?
You didn't sue them?
I couldn't. I was committing a crime.
What the hell?
My cousin was an attorney at that time, and I went for him for legal advice. He did help me with that case, though. He did help me with that case, but no, he was like, really, like, he got me my probation.
There is no statute of limitations out here, isn't there?
No,
after 7 years, you're done. You can't. I mean,
oh, I got 2 warrants. I might as well just wait now this way.
You gotta pay them things.
Nah, if I ain't got no warrant, I'd be too scared for that.
Shit, I get speeding tickets in other states, but most of the time I'm able to get away with that. I just gotta pop the boys out. They'll give me a warning.
Oh well, that's a true statement.
Boys.
See, that's how. Yeah. Oh, boy. I thought they would be girls.
Cut of boys.
Why?
So that makes, if you touch them, that makes you a boy. Like,
Don't touch.
Huh? If you touch it, that makes you a. Okay. Well, that was
He's like, what do I do here?
No, I was in Texas New Mexico, and I'm always getting pulled over for some fucking reason. Oh, because
It's Texas. Everybody gets pulled over in Texas.
New Mexico, I got pulled over, and he said, don't do it again. Like, you're right, I'm not gonna do it again. And I stayed the speed limit because I didn't want to get another ticket. I'm always getting tickets.
I don't know what it is, but they always catch me at 120, dude.
God
well,
damn.
I can tell you right now, the first part is going past 75.
Yeah.
Once it hits, like, they're like, do you know how fast you're going? I was like, officer, I have to go to the restroom so bad, and I just have to go. And
you know
I
what
get out
the
of
best
it.
thing is when you roll that window down, just fart. They'll be like, officer, I got shit. Excuse me, I'm really about to go.
Yeah, but do it at downtown. Roll that window down. That's
I will shit on myself literally just to get out of the speeding ticket. If you
God damn, that is tough.
But after you make him, you look like a king to someone else.
That's what I'm saying. And Aaron, you're right on point with that, because the one thing is you can never build a man. If a man can't build himself, that's the one job a man has, is to make himself a man and learn how to be that. If he cannot be a man.
And with that being said, why are women out here trying to tell men how to be men when they're not even a man?
Well, I raised 3 boys myself, and what I will say is this, because their father was just the sperm donor is what they call him. But I have 3 sons, and I'll say they're not perfect, but like my son Frankie called me.
My son's perfect.
Mine's I got handsome boys. But because his truck took a shit and he was going through something, and you know what I mean, and he felt like he was less of a man because he couldn't provide for his family, because that's all that he knows is to go to work, bust your tail. And those are things that we learned from my dad.
Those are things that guys live with on a daily basis.
Like
for a guy not to have a job, for me not to be able to provide, that's worse than you doing anything.
Yeah, it really broke him. Like it really broke him.
So with my son, like, he's 20, he's gonna be 21 this year, but like I've always, since he was a baby boy, like he's always opened the door for me, closed the door for me. He would go, Mom, you need a glass of water, very polite. You know, for any woman, I told him, I don't care if she's a drug addict, I don't care if she's homeless, I don't care if she's the rudest woman in the world. You open that door for her, whether she likes it or not, because you always appreciate a woman. My son he's like the most polite, most respectful kid you will ever meet. Made him, and it's like I told him, join the military too, so you could get. And so he went to the military. He's doing what he has to do. But the one thing is, it's like I told him, you establish yourself. You never put your hand on a woman.
Mhm.
If she puts her hand on you, you have a mother and you have 3 sisters.
Yep.
That's all you have to do. The minute she puts her hand on you, you pick up that phone and I'll take care of the rest.
I'm not calling my mom or sister. You know, I got 18 sisters, but you know who I'm calling? 911. You know whoever gets to the phone first, the other one go to jail. Yep, she did it. On your
But
ass.
that's what I told him. You don't put your hand on a woman. You go. If you have to call the cops on her to chill her out, call the cops.
You know,
if you have to call me, call me.
That
but
sounds-
guess what? You don't put your hand on a woman.
That sounds good in theory, right?
But what do you do if a woman's just coming up to you, slapping you like?
I done been slapped.
He knows Muay Thai. He knows how to put her down and hold her down. Call somebody to get there.
You know, that sounds great. I ain't gonna lie to you, but look, keep your hands to yourself. We're grown adults. Don't hit me. And I'll give you a good 10. But if you fuck around and hit me to the point that it feels like another grown man just hit me, then obviously you can fight. So you should be able to, you better hope this battle works out for you.
And that was the other thing that I've always told my kids. Just know that if you go up against a disrespecting adult, you better know how to fight like an adult. Because if you don't know how to fight, like I have went and I have beat the shit out of my daughter's boyfriends. I have went into those houses and I went in full force. And I went in there and I look like that crazy Mexican woman. And
let me tell you, yes.
And it's crazy. I mean,
my son's ex-girlfriend, they broke up, and I didn't like how they both spoke to each other. I really didn't. And I hated how she would blast him on Facebook, but I did invite her to my house, and I did let her sit down. And I said, the only reason why you're sitting on my couch, it's not because I like you, but it's because of my son and my grandson, not because I like you. And then there was the other incident where I was ready to, go to war for my son. Like I was ready to I'm not gonna beat this bitch's ass because, I got tired of her slapping my son. And then I saw they're both fighting each other. Both of you guys go beat each other up then. They're both fighting each other. Both of y'all are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I
mean, your son sounds like he's an amazing guy. Like
he is.
He does all these things, but I could tell you right now, the first woman that breaks his heart,
it's gonna hurt.
Oh, it's not only is it gonna hurt, he'll never be the same. He could say, "Yeah, mom, I'm gonna do these things," but I know from experience because I grew up being respectful. Yes, ma'am. I still say that to just any. You know what I mean? I still do all these things, but the first time I got my heart broken, I'll do it. Like I put that wall up to do it. But the first time you do anything outside of me respecting,
you know what?
Yo.
But yeah, you have to feel and make eyes curl, and then.
Make sure they get that anchor.
gods are simple, man. Like all that right there, I'd have been, okay. Yeah.
Or just scratching their balls with your long ass nails. That just,
that works.
It's gonna put you right to sleep. It does.
So if all those things are happening in the house, so I can guarantee you, unless the guy has another girl doing that, he'll probably be right there.
And she has longer nails.
They're sharp.
Nah, that's
These
tough.
hurt though. I stabbed myself on accident.
No,
That's
but
tough.
I mean, it is what it is. People are going to be how they're going to be. But one thing that you have to realize is not everybody's supposed to stay in your life forever. Some people are going to be there. And it just like, I tell God all the time, like, when I meet this really great guy and I like him, and then it's like, I see that it's not going to work out. I run to my room and I sit on my bed and I'm like, God, can I just play with him for a little bit longer? And then I'll give him up. Like, I'll let him go.
Just a little bit longer.
Just like 3 more weeks, please. He's like, no.
Man,
you
that's set up. That's tough.
And so it just sucks because I see the red flags coming. You see the little stuff, and it's just like, damn, like Really, Lord?
That's
Like,
why you gotta be like that.
like, why? I really like this
You know,
one.
the universe is crazy, right? Because you have that guy, you see the red flags, and on the other end, you have this guy that you know everything would be secure and stable with, but you're like, nah, but I want this
No,
guy.
I've had that though. To me, that's what I was married to. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with this person because it's a secure. They're good. They have all these things that you're supposed to have to be in a relationship. And that was, and it wasn't even great looking. And you still went there because you said,
Hey, ugly dudes out here cheating? That's tough.
And that's why I said I will never
No
date
comment.
an ugly dude again, because to get your heart broken by an ugly guy compared to a cute guy, that's a different type of hurt right there. That shit.
Man, that is tough. That make you question yourself. You get cheated on by an ugly person. I took a chance even talking, holding your hand in public.
Well, one of my friends that was supposed to come, she got cheated on with a dude.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Now she don't know if she a girl or not, or what?
No, she was with a dude.
And he cheated with another dude?
Yes.
Alright.
That's
That
happened
nigga
to
gay.
actually 4 of my friends.
Whoa, wait, don't speak past that.
Is that genetics or is that just the lady's not putting it down for him right?
No,
So
this
he
is 4
finds
different.
It's already in.
This is 4
He
different
already
people.
has that inside
No,
him.
so there
He's
was 4
attracted
different.
to men.
There was 4 different people with 4 different situations.
And 4 different dudes came up on y'all?
No, not me. Shit, you got me.
Well,
fucked up.
damn, that's y'all out here losing the gate. Ooh, let me not say that, but that's tough.
That is.
I don't even know if I would. Like, I dated a girl and she cheated on me with a girl, and I called him.
I prefer to be cheated on with a guy because it's like, I get it. Like that's the
I
problem.
think at
with
that
Oh.
point I would have to put Ricky Martin's face on my backside so he can be attracted to me.
I got cheated on by a girl that like girls. It was cool.
Oh, put Diddy on your back.
Oh, that's
I didn't come home and be mad.
I'll tell him to dig me right now.
I just came home. I was so dumb. I just came home and saw 2 girls in the room. I was like, oh, snaps. This is what's going
See,
on?
that's okay.
See,
though.
look at that right there. See,
Married
Dave,
12 years,
I,
never cheated. She cheated 3 times. I knew a 3rd time was the final straw.
and that's the shit I'm talking about, because even like one of my friends, he just recently went through actually 3 of my guy friends. They were really in love with these chicks. Like they stopped talking to me and everything. Like they're like Adela, and like, you know, they stopped talking to me because hey, she doesn't really like you because you know you're Adela, and so we.
Nah,
so,
you know why.
why? I'm just
Out here
innocent.
half naked, all willy nilly. They was like, girls, they be on that. So any girl
You're
that
half naked win.
right now, you know,
That's not half naked. She has clothes on.
if you are my well, you are my friend, right? But if I had a girlfriend and I was hanging out with you a lot, she'd probably be like, why are you always hanging out with her? So girls are always in competition with each other.
I'm not. I
I'm
could
not
I
either.
could care
Yeah,
less.
that's what they all say too.
To me, every woman. If the thing is if your dude's a dog, he's a dog. He's gonna cheat whether the girl's fully dressed or she's naked, she's fat, she's ugly, she's skinny. Guys don't care when that dick goes up.
It's better to have a rich pit than a broke German Shepherd.
But hey,
Ow.
and it's what it is. What you're saying right there. But the thing is you can go. A guy's gonna cheat.
Ooh,
We were
shit.
supposed to go on a date.
Damn, really? What did I say? What was my excuse that I didn't go?
What did she tell you that was your
Yeah, she want to hear her own ghost. How did I ghost you? So,
Dave, what did she tell you? Why didn't you guys go out on a date?
What did I do wrong? Damn it! I hate when I get put on the
I'm
spot
on his
like
side
that.
now.
Dang.
Shout out to Dave Montoya.
You know what I'm saying?
Women don't
Was
want a
it-
man.
Women don't want a man, no other woman wants. Okay.
That's facts.
Dang.
Women don't even know what the fuck they want. Tell you the
He got
truth,
some
like,
Ford in his
That's facts,
profile,
too.
so he's
huh?
He's got a 4 in his profile.
Oh, that's
He has a
tough.
Ford in his profile, so he's been broken.
Well,
Plenty of times.
Damn, that's tough.
see what happened because you didn't pursue me. You got cheated on 3 times. Just kidding.
Dang.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just kidding, Dave. I'm just kidding. Don't forget to buy Adela's family salsa.
What happened? Yeah, it's not right.
We are way over time. I mean, the conversation got good.
It was fun.
It was great. But yeah, I mean, thank you, Dave, for putting me on blast. Like,
Dang. Me too. Tap.
And nobody, I think, put me on blast. Nobody knows me.
You know, I don't know, man. That was tough. He's sad. He's didn't know.
He put you on blast and said you were supposed to go out on a date.
Oh, he said he got busy. Don't flatter yourself.
What did he say?
Said he got busy.
He got busy.
See?
So he stood you up.
That's awesome.
No, I got busy at
She
work.
said
and
that's
couldn't make it.
awesome.
Oh, but you said that. Oh, I thought that. Never mind.
That's good though. That's keep on working, Dave. Keep on working.
That car is old.
Nah, Dave, you just fucked up my whole shit. I was playing. I was going somewhere with this. Now you just ruined it.
Finish.
No, but I mean, it is what it is. Like a guy's gonna cheat no matter what. Like, or a girl's gonna cheat. If they want to cheat, it's in their blood. It doesn't matter if the girls look like. If you talk to girls that are half naked, I know some guy like. My guy friends that I'm around, they've never disrespected me. They don't try to hit on me. They're not, and if they did,
It's because you could be half naked. It's still how you carry yourself, right?
I don't believe every
Guys like
guy's
looking
gonna
at
cheat.
half naked. Like we'll go look at it, but that's not the girl I want for me to be on dating. You know what I mean? Like damn, like everybody don't see everything. Now ain't no mystery.
and you're right. Like some guys do think like that. Other guys think however they want to think. But at the end of the day, some of these girls that are like dressed like fucking nuns, they're the ones that are giving up more.
I like the girls dressed like that. You never know what's under them towels.
You don't even want to know. They got that shit taped and tucked.
See, now that's the scary part. That's why I go to Atlanta.
You talking about girl?
Oh, girl stuff is cool.
But see, and I'm not gonna talk like I'll never talk bad about like other girls like that. But the thing is, it's like people are so quick to judge. They're so quick to people are so quick to judge other people and how they live and their lifestyle and how they are and just like women, everybody just judges everybody without knowing the other person. So to me, before I even like think about talking to somebody, I'm their friend and I'll talk to them for a long time. I see how they move. If they move in a way that I don't like, they stay friends. And if there's somebody that I have potential with, then I may want to take it somewhere. But the thing is that hasn't happened yet because I see people that just move so sloppy. I see how guys talk. I see how they act. And it doesn't attract me.
So you believe that guys have female friends, genuinely just female friends?
I have a male friend.
So, hey, look, I'm a guy.
Not all.
I have female friends too, right? But they're always doing these studies on TV. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, well, this is my friend. He would never think of me that way. And I can promise you that guy's probably back in his head. Like, if it ever came up, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, because I'm sure.
So guys live on guys. We live out here on that. We're like, yeah, cool. I'll be your homeboy. I'll be your homeboy all the way, however many years. Some guys got patience, some guys don't. And then
I should join this podcast sometime.
You know,
no, because you stood me up, Dave. Just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
No guys. Look, no guys have female friends that they don't find attractive. I don't have ugly female friends.
I do have a friend that,
unless they're related and I don't have a choice.
I do have a friend that's always been just a friend. He's always been a really good friend. No.
And if you called him right now and gave him an opportunity, he'll probably be like, unless he married, and even then, you got to cut the bread.
No.
It's, you know, I've dated girls and they're telling me they got male. I've dated girls, they tell me they got guy friends. Automatically, that's a hard pass on me. Like, because I know guys. Like, you're not about to tell me this is your guy friend and we're just cool. We know each other. Hey, girl, stop it. If you're ugly, I could believe
So I guess in the real world, like, we can't even have.
Ugly girls don't have a lot of male friends.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I have a lot of them.
A lot of
Me
ugly
too.
friends?
Huh?
You got a lot of ugly friends?
No, I have a lot of guy friends.
So I said ugly girls don't have a lot of male friends.
And I just said I do have a lot of them.
You either calling yourself ugly or
I mean, I don't see myself as like.
but you can look at it from your own eyes. Your eyes don't matter to what the people see. It's what those guys see. So that doesn't work. Yeah, I have a lot of male friends. Yeah, you do. They'll do anything for you. They're always gonna be there. They're gonna come on time. They're gonna do all these things. But they know at the end of the day, you might just drink 2 bottles of Tito's, and there you go, bingo. I'm telling. Hey, look, I wouldn't.
That's a lie because I had one of my friends where he had to pick me up and I barfed all over everywhere.
Oh, then I'm already mad at that point. You got to clean my car, man. Like
and he went to the house, dropped me off, left me there, and and bounced out. Because
That's a fine line right there.
Yeah, because this is my car. I didn't say you better than my car. Like,
But that's a true friend right there. Like, at least he got her home.
yeah, I'll get you home. Like guys are genuinely nice people, but we can tell if a girl's playing us just for using us for this. Like,
but that's the thing is like I'm a person, I don't use people. Like to me, I pick up my own, like
I can pay for my own drinks and open my own door.
I'll pick up my own time.
yeah, and you look, girls say they can, but they
do.
don't. You expect guys to do it because it's chivalry. And it's nice. It's a
well,
nice
just
thing
like
to
we
do.
get to the kitchen and we cook for them too. That's sugary too. Shit.
I ain't met a girl yet that cook better than me, so I'm not tripping.
Okay.
So and even so, like
you ain't getting no more fucking salsa ever.
Hey, hold on, I didn't say all that.
You
I
just fucking said right now, and you're
said-
not getting no more green salsa, damn it. Because I was gonna bring you some green salsa, but you want to sit there and talk all this shit. You fucking.
I'm not talking shit. You're not every girl.
See, look that.
Dang,
You
calm
say-
down. You're defending the whole culture of women. I'm just saying I haven't met one yet.
You're looking in the wrong aisle of the supermarket.
Looking for love
it's
in all the
because-
wrong places. Looking for love.
Hey man, like like Chris.
You ever dipped in dark chocolate?
First of
Sexual
all,
chocolate.
say it again. No, it's playing.
That movie.
See it for people in the back. No, but we
That
gotta.
boy
we-
good. No, but those things right there matter. Like girls think that guys think about these different things, like all this is going through their head, but they're super simple, right? And we can tell, like, if you want to bullshit me, then you get a bullshit relationship. Like that's as simple as that. I'm not gonna turn down no.
I've been
You know what I
dating
mean?
this girl for a year, and she turns around and tells me, "You're a handsome guy. How come you didn't have a girlfriend?" That's crazy.
That's
How come you don't have a girlfriend? The fuck? Turns around and tells
I don't get
me,
it.
You're a
Can you
handsome
read that to
guy,
me?
kind guy.
It's pretty much saying you're dating some chick for a whole year, and then she hits him up a year saying like, "Damn, you're such a handsome guy. Why don't you have a girlfriend?"
because she's a
And he's
guy.
sitting there like, "What the fuck? I thought we was."
Okay.
She identifies as a woman.
That is crazy though.
That is, I don't know how
I don't know.
you
I
can
think
ever-
for me, dating is just like it's really really scary. It really is. And I think I don't want, like I was telling Adela, like I don't want to get sidetracked. I need to stay focused.
But you have to remember, if a guy doesn't talk to God, he'll never know how to talk to you.
But if a guy don't know how to talk to a guy, he'll never know how to talk to
Talk
you.
to God. If he doesn't talk to God,
Oh,
he'll never know
I
how to
was about
talk
to say,
you.
if a guy don't know how to talk to a guy, he'll
I don't
never
know, but
talk-
there's a dang fly that's just been bothering me. It's because I taste like candy.
I know Cameo. Don't think he's slick.
Yeah, but no, that's one thing that, like, you know, if a guy doesn't talk to God and he's not about that, like, he's not going to know how to talk to you or treat you.
I think for me, like
I
here
don't,
on out,
I
I
don't
just
get
need to
into
stay
those
focused.
politics.
That's just my belief, and that's what, like, you know.
Well, I believe in every relationship, the only other third person should be, you should have that strong foundation. And
You're fighting with that fly.
yeah, I know, because it bothers me. Like, you guys see me, it's like flying hair and shit. Also have Jesus in your life too.
Yeah.
Talk to him, not just when you need him, but all the time. You know, you should
And
have
that's
that.
why a lot of people, black people do that a lot. You know, as soon as they get in this time, go.
As
God,
soon as
don't
I
let her
get
do
to
it.
work, I have my you know, my prayers and stuff like that. That, you know I got a crazy mouth, and you know, and I can be a handful at times, but I know where I'm at with my faith.
So I be talking to him, but he created me, so he already know what's happening. He know my.
Well, the thing is,
you know.
I sit there and I start talking to him, and then I start talking to other people. Just like,
You getting sidetracked.
but I'm like,
Them and
"God,
Eve.
You
told
know,
you not to
you know
put
what
that
I mean? But that one guy, can you please, like, can we just get him back for like about 2 months? Just like, can I have him for 2 months? That's it.
You know, guys, guys get mad like that too. Like, if I know a girl ain't nothing, I at least want to get my last one, you know what I'm saying, before you get up out of here and then send you on your way.
Your last one, what?
Oh, my last round, you know.
That's exactly what I just said.
Right, Dave?
You
I
talking?
do-
Yeah, okay. Oh, I was about to put this in my mouth. That's not a good
It takes 3. It takes 4. It should be me. It should be me, the girl I'm dating, the girl she's dating, and then God. And then we can talk
What does
about
that
it.
say?
Well,
It says all I can say is men, quotations, that are still cheating aren't on that spiritual level yet. They're lost.
yeah, definitely.
He's going to stay quiet to that.
Oh, I'm not. Dude,
Well,
I
you
have,
know what?
I always have something to say.
my
When a
kid's
female
dad,
cheats, they're not on. they're
my
not on
kid's
that
dad
spiritual-
is a Bible
Yeah.
thumper. But he's the biggest man whore. Like he'll sit, like, he doesn't even
So
acknowledge his
hey,
kids.
hey, look, check this out. So you know the Bible, man. Why come when they had Jesus, why are these apostles show up talking about they know Mary and stuff? Like, who's this guy over here holding a baby? Where did he come from and how you know her? This is my girl. I got a baby with you. Where these 3 dudes come from? Mary's out there in the streets. Where he come from? How you know my child before me?
I rebuke him in the name of Jesus.
Don't rebuke me. They put it in there. I didn't write
Amen.
that. It's in the story. I didn't write the story.
But you know what though?
See this with
It's like when
God dang.
She ate it.
Protein, whatever bug that was.
That is protein.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest things people don't get is like, I mean, to me, I read the
He's
Bible.
right there.
I read the Bible, but to me, I just don't go. I go by what I feel in my heart, which is God, and I let Him guide me. So I pray to Him. I work through Him, and it's like everything I do is with a purpose and a cause.
I did hear somebody say she was getting baptized. I went to church not this past weekend, but the weekend before with my sister, and I heard this lady say that Jesus died for me, so I live for Him, and I did like that. And she said that.
But the thing is, it's like we're gonna sin no matter what. So I. Just
Oh yeah,
feel
no,
like,
no.
But did you say that when you got hurt, or you said that before that? Because if you said that after you got hurt, then that's
No, I'm saying I went to church
crazy.
and somebody, but
No,
I did like what she said.
He's talking about the whole like the spiritual part, like guys that can't talk to God, don't know how to talk
So
to
like
women.
before you even had it, when you're a young adult, you still said the same thing that God died or Jesus died for me, so I live for Him.
No. I said that I just heard that,
you
but I like
learn.
what she
It's like
said.
with
Like,
every
I don't know, but is
relationship.
that how you were feeling before any of the relationship issues happened, or that's what drove you to that?
no. I've
So
always
dudes are
been
driving
there.
women to
No,
that?
I've always been there. I've always had a personal relationship with God.
Oh, okay.
I know I always have. I don't go to a church. I do my own thing. It's not about me going inside of a church, and it's not me going in there doing this and doing that. I sometimes will sit in my car and I will pray and I will talk to Him. I'm
Okay,
private by
Jason.
myself. That's
I'm
how
just-
I am.
Me personally, I'm just a
I've
spiritual
always
person,
known who
right?
God
I just
was in my
believe in good
life.
into the universe to get good back. You know what I mean?
And
Whether-
that's one of
That's
the
how I live life.
That's one of my biggest things is it's like I feel that everything's about love, everything's about caring, everything is about helping. Like people try to start these businesses to make all this huge money, but to me, I try to make these businesses, the businesses that I create is to help the universe, to help people. Because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna get paid for it. I'm still gonna get taken care of, whether it's through a paycheck or through the good energy and people giving stuff to me. I have people that come and like, hey Adela, you know what? Like I end up giving up my last time. I'm like, hey Adela, we're gonna give you extra for the salsas we got, and we want this, and I get a big old check. And it's just because of the energy that is put out there, the people that I try to help, the things that I do good. And I do them, like, I hate to owe anybody anything, and I hate to ask for
Still
stuff.
alive.
I hate to feel that I do anything for purpose. Like, I can't date a guy for money, because to me, that's disgusting. Like, I can't sit there. I have been proposed to. I have been proposed to so many times to where, oh, we'll take care of you. We'll do this for you. And I sat there and I was like, I could be sad in Dubai, but like, do I really want to be out there in Dubai sad? Like,
At least for 1 week I would, but then I come back.
Same shit.
let me find a girl talking about fly me out. Yeah, I'm gonna come out there.
So a comment says some male and females use God as a Bible, as a cop out, and to be shady. It is really hard to find someone who truly walks the way. And don't get me wrong, I know it's not all, but for me, I have only found a few real ones.
That's facts.
yeah. And the thing is people don't understand what real is anymore. People sit there and they judge.
Social
People sit
media
there-
is real.
People sit there, they judge, they create issues, they create problems. They're so full of hate and bitterness that I've literally had to step away from a lot of people, because it's like, if I find myself being around these people that I'm more sad or like stressed or confused, I don't want that. Like, I have like this anxiety panic attacks. I have to feel that I'm helping, I'm doing good, that I'm showing people like, hey, like, doing event. Like, I love my senior living. We're doing an event tomorrow. Los Reyes, thank you so much for helping with this event that we're going to be doing for the senior living. But like me, that's what I'm about. Let's go out there and let's create. Let's give to the community. Let's help the community. Let's see how we can change kids' lives. Let's see how we can feed people that are hungry. Let's see how we can get these people off of drugs. Let's see. I don't care about living in a mansion. I like doing my little trips just to rebuild myself really quick. But to go and profit and want more for myself, I'm good with what I have.
And I'm just real with who I am. I'm not sitting here, preaching the Bible or anything like that. I just know where I am with my faith, and I have a personal relationship with Him, and that's just what it is. I'm only doing me.
That always works. I'm not bashing anybody that's religious. You know what I mean? Like if it works, because I mean, if the religion is kind of just like your common laws, right? Thou shalt not kill, steal, blah, all those things, right? You find that. Well, they did. I read it. They was killing in there.
You do have because and it's sad, but you do have to. Like, I know if somebody went into my house, hi Angela. I know if somebody went into my house, I'm taking them out. Like, you know what I mean? I know if somebody comes around my grandkids, I know if I see some.
But would you feel bad if you killed him and he was just trying to get money for his kids?
He shouldn't be trying to come into the house, first of all.
Hey, real quick, when the comment said that Sanchez Violet, she agreed with Raphael. It says, I agree, my ex, whom cheated, also had God in his mouth and claimed to be to live a godly life.
Yeah, they're the biggest hypocrites. That's why I was saying my baby's dad, the father of my kids, biggest Bible thumper he is, but he doesn't acknowledge his kids, nothing. And that's why he's in the state that he's in now. Because I would say God don't like ugly, so.
Yes, Dave, I agree. But those are like the biggest things that people don't understand is you just have to be real to yourself. You have to be real to yourself. You have to believe in yourself and don't lower your standards for nobody.
No, I've always said I'm a sinner, but God created me to be perfectly imperfect, and He loves me just the way that I am. God, can I do better in certain areas? Hell yeah,
He's going to change you when you're supposed to be changed. You're going to have the right people come in to change you. If you decide to stay where you're at, that's because you decided to stay where you're at and be.
And there's more to my backstory. You know what I mean? From that to where I'm at as far as my faith goes. So
And the thing is
I'm good with where I am right now.
You can't sit there and I don't know. I just think that we live in a community where everybody judges everybody. You talk about everybody. They try to to me.
I walk in my own shoes, my own path.
And nowadays guys ain't out there looking for girls walking with the Lord. Social media is killing all this. That's why there's all this
other
stuff.
things that I would like to talk about when it comes to faith. There's so much, and I just can't say it right now because I'm sure that they're watching. But I know people that are that they come, they're people of God, their faith, whatever, and they are the biggest hypocrites. And that's why I'm saying.
Don't get us banned. You're right.
You're just have your own personal relationships. I don't feel it necessary to go to church. I'm you know what I mean? I stay in my own lane and I have my own faith and I walk that way. And it's got me this far.
I sit with my hospice people, and when they tell me at the end of their life.
Do you pass the plate around? Put your little dollar in there.
No. So, but when I'm sitting at the end of life with these people that are dying, and I hear about what they didn't got to do, and how they lived, it makes me think about how do I want to die? What are the things I want to remember? How do I want to be remembered as? And so to me, that's one of the things why I do everything that I do. I don't care about if I was to ever date again. I don't care about who I have in my life and who I don't, because the right people are going to be there at the right time. You just have to be who the heck you are. And the thing that I get really mad at is if you're in a relationship, why cheat? You don't want to be with the person.
That's why people make fun of or people are upset at all these poly relationships. You know what I mean? And every time I look on social media and I see one, the guy look happy, the women look happy, I be like, well, dang, that seems like an easy story. I don't know.
It wasn't a strong enough relationship.
It's a picture. It's a picture. Everybody that posts these pictures of them being happy with their couple,
which is what I did. Didn't I tell you that? On the outside, I posted, I was always traveling. And you guys saw what you saw that I posted on social media. But on the inside, it was sad.
So that's why I don't post nothing like
sad.
that. But look, hey, look, I don't have multiple girlfriends or a girlfriend. But what I'm saying is, if I had 3, 4 girlfriends, if I got mad at one, I wouldn't be cheating on you. I would just go to our other girlfriend, and you can figure that out tomorrow. Then I'd be right back.
Well, that's the thing. So one of the but that's the thing is you see what's in front of you. You see where you're at. It's like, what if I don't like the person, or I don't feel that, if I feel that I have to step out of the relationship, I'm not going to waste my time or that person's time. It's like, hey, there's nothing left here, because if I'm starting to notice Mr. Johnson over here, then that means I lost slack here. And before I walk out, it's like, hey, like, I can't even ghost people. I can't even just not text back. Like, I'm a person that replies fast, because I just find it disrespectful that when people can't reply back to you or talk to you about the situations, because it's not respectable. You tell a person, hey, I'm not going to talk to you no more, or I'm not going to do business with you no more, or I'm not going to be with you no more because this, and that's where we're at. I got to move on. I'm not going to sit there and pretend and waste my time and waste your time. Let's just move on. Whether it's business, relationship, friendship, whatever type of ship it is, I'm not wasting time with it. But I'm not going to sit there and be a little like bitch and not like text you back and tell you, because I'm going to let you know why.
When they created ghosting, I thought that was far more easier than any. You know what? Just don't call me back, and I'd be like, okay, I get the point. You ain't got to tell me twice. I don't want to hear that shit 6 months later. Oh, my phone it broke.
Yeah,
should have sent the letter.
I'm horrible at responding. I'll respond to her, but I'm horrible at responding.
Man, if you lean in my phone right now, I probably got,
me too,
no lie, 407 messages unread.
I had to do. Mine was over 100. I had to delete them because I'm not gonna respond.
To me, I just go and it's like I tell them, I'm not talking to you no more, and I move on, or I block.
Yeah,
they messed up when they let you see the beginning of the text.
It's hard for me to be mean sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, I do have a friend of mine that
I can't be mean. I mean,
I'll
tell them that my cat died.
Her and I were like this.
That my husband came back,
and the like she was real cool. Like we connected. Something happened where I just shined away, and it's not that something happened. I know what it was. And I
you didn't get no green salsa, huh?
Me?
Yeah. You don't get green salsa. I had to do it to you, Adela.
You some green salsa?
You brought some?
No.
See you.
You should have had some on here.
I knew you were going to be talking shit, so I was like, I felt it, and I was like, I'm not even going to take the salsa because I already know what his mouth.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
So
mine is too hot.
I'm one of those. What are they called? Those like yes.
A what?
Psychic.
Oh, I thought you said psychic.
That too.
But okay, I think that's enough, you guys. I think
It is. After the show, I'm gonna get lashed and beatings and stuff. I just want you guys
That's
to
why
donate money.
Just remember all the things he said, women. Just remember this face and all the stuff he said.
Mm-hmm. Look at that pretty little cheekbones. Look at them cheekbones.
But you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for even though we went to we were supposed to stick on one topic, and sometimes they ghost,
manipulate, don't think it. So I'm like, okay,
and then
text me 3 days later. What? You've been distant like the fuck. Sometimes we just got things going on in our life, and we can't always just respond back.
See,
sometimes that's what it can be.
If a guy doesn't respond back, he automatically cheating, doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Sometimes I may have a grandkid, I may have a hangover, I may be working on something.
I always put I'll text you back, but I never say when.
I say that.
Or that quick text. Sorry, I can't talk right now.
I don't know. Don't even text me at all. Don't tell me that, but just don't say nothing. I'll wait like 4 days and hit you back like, damn, you that busy? Must be on a trip. If you don't look, if we're talking and you don't text me and 2 days go by and I text again, you don't reply, then a week go by, you'll never hear from me again.
Well, I do have some friends, like I have some that I've been rocking with for like 25 years, and I can go a month. But sorry I didn't call you back, but I got busy, and we could pick up like nothing.
But that's your friend. I'm talking about guys and girls.
Well, he's a guy.
That's trying to hit.
So the reason
I did hit it a long time ago, but we're just.
That's why you're always gonna be.
But we're still gonna be friends no matter what.
Yeah, of course, because he's already.
This
now
was
he's
like
already
25 years ago.
Look, you cannot text him for 2 years and hit him up out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, my car broke down. All right, where you at? I'm on the way."
Let me just call him. Let me call him and ask him. Let's put that to the test.
Go for it. You call him right now, tell him you stuck over here and you need some help. Bet you he'd be like, okay, where you at? Give me 10 minutes.
Wait till the next conversation.
Go ahead.
I got to piss. Okay. You
He'll
want me
do
to
it.
call him? Hold on, let me see if I have his number.
What do you mean?
They want me to call him.
Go call him.
Hold on, listen.
Before you even get off the phone, he's gonna be like,
He's like, where's this podcast at?
I didn't even tell him I was going to be on here.
Well, he doesn't need to know. We'll just surprise him.
if he don't answer, he'll call you directly back. Especially if you
Well, I
answer.
mean, he does have kids, so let's put that theory to the test. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, I haven't called you back. I've been busy.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Huh?
Yeah, I'm sure you have it, girl.
What's that in the background? Are you at work?
No, I'm at the store.
Oh. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So it's a serious question. Say, because you and I have known each other for like 25 years. Hold on. Can I finish or not?
Just ask him if he can come.
So say I got a flat tire.
Can you come pick me up right now?
Say I got a flat tire
Right
and I
now.
need you to come pick me up right now. Would you be able to come get me?
Yeah, I just have to load up at the store. I have to load up at the store just to come. Yeah.
Thank you. You would still come get me no matter what. Like, even though I know I haven't talked to you in like a week or something, but you would still come get me.
Absolutely. You should call me and say you need help. And
Thank you.
As long as I can offer that help to you, I would come.
See?
Hands down.
So I just got to tell you, you're on live right now. We're on a podcast, and we just were trying to. I was talking about you. I was like, no, like you and I used to fuck around 25 years ago, right? But we're still friends.
Yeah.
And
We're still solid as well.
Yeah. And he was my dance buddy way back then. But that doesn't mean that, like, he's still my friend.
You was fucking with your daddy's homeboy?
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, I think you said that was your daddy's homeboy.
No, he was my dance partner. 25 years ago, we used to go to, where was it?
Dad's homie.
No, dance.
Oh, I think you said your dad's partner.
Where were we dancing at? Big
I
Al.
was about to say.
We used to dance at Big Al, we used to dance at Steve's, we used to dance at what was that?
Steve's? Was it Steve?
Steve's.
And yes.
What's the one on 16th Street at McDowell?
Oh, what was that one? Sevilla's.
Sevilla's.
Yes. So that's what. See, he
See the
said
comment?
yes. Huh?
See the comment?
He still wants you. So we're on a podcast right now, and the comment was he still wants you.
Yeah. Well, you know,
He has a lady.
That could be arranged.
Oh.
I take care of myself and take care of my kids. But
So he's taking care of himself and his kids. But point is, he's my friend. If I called him and I said, even though I haven't talked to him, he'll come get me.
I'm not in a relationship. But I think we're
I see where you at, buddy.
Now this is a lead. Now you're trying to lead that conversation into something else.
Because that's what I was saying.
It's because I'm trying to go back to because I still want you. No, it's because me and you did never lie to each other. We didn't steal from each other. We were honest. There was nothing. There was no envy.
Big dog for the
I've
win.
always been a good-looking woman, and I've always, been a good-looking dude with swag and had my shit together. So it's
We just parted
nothing
ways.
like-
There was no hate. It was all love.
No, it's just you went out in life, and then
So did you.
and you moved out of state. I moved out of state, and
I
so
moved back into
I
state,
had
moved back into state.
I had a couple more kids. You didn't.
No, I had a whole bunch of grandkids. Oh shit.
Oh, no, that's all right.
But all right, we're gonna wrap up here. I gotta pee pee too. I'll hit you up when I leave from here, okay? And I'll tell you what it was about. Okay, bye. Darren, happy?
I knew I was gonna win that one because I'm a guy. I know how guys think. If you weren't attractive and you'd have called, he'd have looked at that phone like.
About how to split up and
Now, if you were ugly, right, you'd have called. You'd be like, hey, could you come? He'd have been like, who is this? Because your number wouldn't even been in the phone. And women understand that concept. Even though you guys are acting like you don't see it, you want to be blind to it, but you're not, because if you're attractive, you get this, and if you're ugly, then you back there
I'm
with.
sure you've seen him there at the bar. You might have seen him a couple times. over there.
I don't go to look at
Excuse me, I'm so
anybody.
sorry,
Like
guys.
when I go to the bar, I'm looking to making sure that I'm not getting
Excuse me.
stabbed, jumped, shot.
I know, sorry. Look how much I drank versus how much, like,
I drink.
It's good.
But okay, you guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you guys staying on almost 2 hours with us.
I gotta go home. I gotta make donuts.
Thank you.
This is a great show.
Yes, thank you, Violet. I appreciate you always being there. And Angela, thank you.
It's not even.
Now, in the next show, I'll call a girl that I used to talk to.
Thank
And
you.
I'll just ask her to send me $5 cash. I can watch the response I get. You ain't even got to come get me. Just send me $5 for gas. Shit.
Well, that's what I mean. I have really good friends that'll tell me like
They right here.
they're like where are you at, and I'll send you an Uber right now.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
I've done that too. I mean, if somebody needs a ride. If I can't get
Thank
you,
you,
tell me where
Dave.
you're at. I'll get you. And it's not even about like, it's just being, I guess, being a true friend.
If I call a girl right now, she would not send me an Uber. First thing they gonna say, well, ask the bitch how you at to send you home.
No, it's because you see Friday too many
But you know
times.
what?
No,
Like
that's
me-
because that's how it goes.
Me,
I don't even.
for my guy, it doesn't matter, guy, girl, whatever. Like I'm there for them. Like if they say, like right now, one of my friends, he had posted about being sick, and he lives in my area, so it's like, hey, you need me to go drop off some soup or food or whatever, like because that's what you do. Like that's being human. That's being true. I mean, guys may think in a different direction, but when I see it, to me, it's like, damn, a friend needs help. Like if you guys
It's not everybody thinks the way that you think. We have our
Oh no, I don't think
we
that
all-
way. I don't think that way. I just know that happens a lot. And guys are more likely to do something before a woman's more likely to do it for a guy. And those women that do it, I applaud you. That's amazing. But I mean, I know women out here that take care of guys practically. I'm like, damn, you just
I know a
ain't
lot of
gotta
women
work.
that take care of guys too, and I'm like, I'm not doing that, but like, if it was like, mom on the stick, I got you. I'll take you some soup. I'll drop you off some Tylenol. I'll give you some NyQuil. Like, I got you.
But
You're
what's
my
your
friend.
limit? Like, if he's a male friend, he's always constantly asking for something. What's your limit until like, okay, you're a grown ass man when you got to do this?
Well, no, it's like, hey, you want to sell some salsa with me because I got you.
I always put all my friends on.
So to me, it's one of those things. If they're asking for money constantly, bro, I have a product that needs to be sold. What stand do you want to go stand at? Because I will put you there so you can make some money for me.
And see, when you start, that's how you weed your friends out. When you start talking about bringing them on to make their own money with you, and they be like, "Oh no, well you busy, huh? Now you all of a sudden you don't need money."
I
No
take them to work. They'll buy it there too.
Yeah, and so to me, it's like I said, like to me, I'm all about like I have a friend. She ended up relapsing. She's she's struggling right now. She and I want to help her out. So hey, here's a case. Sell it. Bring me some money back. I'll go. But to me,
so you fronting salsa out here.
man.
Okay, I know her.
We're
Yeah,
slaying that on the corner.
yeah, say she said the corner, set up a stand. Like, okay, let's see what you're doing, girl. Let's cut. Let's go. Yeah, I'm saying eyeball it. Yeah, that's about a half a cup of salsa. You short, ain't you? I ain't seen you in a long time, boy. Where you been? Where you been?
Rolling up in my big old right there. Where's my money?
Now, how many jars of salsa you got? Somebody around the corner want to buy some. Oh, I got 2 left. Oh, give it here. I'm gonna go sell it. I'm playing.
Go ahead.
Me and Mike ate all that shit. He got fired from the job. We was at home chilling. We ain't had another snack on. We just ate all the salsa.
But that's the thing though. Is to me, I sit there and it's like God gave me a product that sells that's really good. That if I can help people either make money with it.
That was tough.
If you can make money with it, I want you to make money. Give me back my. I'll go get more. I'll go re up. You know what I mean? Like
She keep using all the terminology that ain't associated with salsa.
yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna get out of here, man.
I gotta get out of here too. But thank you guys. I appreciate you for coming on. Have a good night.